Hey, it's Tuesday, October 29th. You know what time that means it is?
It better be Toast Tuesday.
It is time for another Toast Tuesday. Let's get into it. I am Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we are coming to you from the beautiful Finger Lakes of New York here at Toast Winery on Seneca Lake. Thanks for joining us today. Cameron, how was your week?
That's pretty good. I'm getting a little cold again.
Oh, no. Ooh. We need a divider here.
We got a nice bottle. No, I think it's just the weather just completely fluctuating on us over here.
It's a little crazy that the weather we're having here. It's going to be like in the upper 70s, I think, later this week.
Summer days in the fall.
Wild. Okay, well, hopefully that's as bad as it's going to get.
That's true. I just only want a cold.
That cold getting any worse.
No way.
All right. I had a pretty good week.
Well, that's good.
I am stocked up on IPAs,
nice,
and farmhouse ales.
Beautiful.
So, part of the Toast Winery family, Carissa and her friend Mike. Thank you, Carissa and Mike. But they made a weekend trip to Vermont, and I gave them a little beer list, and they came back and
it stocked
me up. So, as I often say, it takes a lot of great beer to make great wine.
Yeah, I see. Look, that's a good
saying. And so I've got some nice Hill Farmstead, some Alchemist beers, and some Lawson's beers. So very appreciative. Thank you guys. I'll be enjoying those this fall. A little harvest update.
Absolutely.
All the grapes are in.
Finally.
So we got our last, of course, all 5 tons that we were waiting on came in on the same day.
Of course.
So we did get 5 tons. There's a fly in here.
Yeah, he was going to be our friend.
That's here bothering me right now. But anyway, we got our last 5 tons of grapes in on Friday. We got 2 tons of Cabernet Sauvignon, 2 tons of Cabernet Franc, and a ton of Syrah.
Yeah.
So excited about that. Hey, last week we talked about chapitalization.
We did.
Right? And the idea behind it being adding sugar to juice so that you can ensure that the yeasts have enough sugar to ferment it to a proper alcohol level.
Yeah.
Well, I had the opposite happen to me with these grapes that came in last week. So the opposite of chapitalization, to increase the sugar, or bricks as we call it, is to lower the sugar or lower the bricks because they've come in too high. So I had Cabernet Franc come in at about 26 bricks. Syrah came in at about 24.8 bricks, and that's too high. I've got to lower that.
Yeah.
And the way we do that is we add water.
Oh.
We add water to the crushed grapes and juice. Again, a very measured, controlled amount that we would do in order to dilute that sugar level, because otherwise we're going to have a big hot mess of super high alcohol wine that'll be all out of balance.
Crazy.
The nice thing about having grapes that come in at that high bricks means they're going to be packed with flavor.
Nice.
So even though we've added a little bit of water to dilute the sugar levels down, they're still going to have amazing flavor, really nice and ripe. And so, had the opposite happen.
Well, that's a good thing.
First time I had to do a little bit of water dilution. That Cab Franc, for example, had the potential to come in at almost 16% alcohol if I didn't lower the sugar level. So that's why we do that. So those are still fermenting, the reds that came in. We even had some whites still fermenting. So our dry Riesling is still fermenting. Nice. Our semi-dry Riesling is still fermenting.
Beautiful.
Our dry rosé of Blaufränkisch is still fermenting. So still some stuff happening. So all the grapes are in, which is good.
Yes.
But there's definitely still some things going on as it relates to the grapes.
That's not
I got to go out of town for a couple of days.
You do?
Yeah, I've got a business meeting, so I'm going to be gone. You're going to be my punch down.
I will be the punch down guy.
Assistant, right? While I'm out. So
it's a high honor. I will take that.
And listen, I'm thankful that you're willing to do it. So you'll have to do those punch downs a couple of times a day on those 5 bins. So you get your workout.
I shall. Yeah.
You get your workout while I'm gone. So and again, thank you in advance for doing that. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
Hey, what's happening at Toast Winery?
Well, we did go over the popcorns that we are going to use for our wine and popcorn pairing.
Popcorn pairing. Yeah. Popcorn pairings are back.
It's on the way.
Yeah, that'll be this weekend where we introduce the popcorn pairings. So again, fun and exciting tasting, different from the norm. Come in and give that a try, right? So we did the pairings. So we Friday night we did that.
We did, yep.
Friday night, right? Yeah, we brought in the popcorns that we're going to use, and went through a lot of different wines in order to kind of pick the perfect pairing with each flavored popcorn, right?
We did. It was a lot of fun to just sit down and with everybody and just try them all and see who tasted that and what you get.
I think it's going to be our best one yet. This is our third year doing the popcorn pairings.
We get better every year.
So I think this one's going to be really good. With the pickles, that'll definitely, that's just some like crazy stuff when you're doing the pickles and the wine. But I thought this time the popcorn really held its own in terms of I experienced some wow moments with some of the pairings. So I'm excited.
Forward to,
I'm excited. I'm not going to give it all away here. We want you to come in and try it and do that popcorn pairing. But I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
And again, we partner with the Finger Lakes or FLX Popcorn Company. Great local couple that running their own business, making some cool popcorn. Just to give you a taste of some of the varieties that we have on this list, we've got a mocha popcorn.
That's pretty good.
Pumpkin spice popcorn.
That's the best one, in my opinion.
Pumpkin spice is a good one. Peanut butter popcorn.
Number
2. And 2 others, right? And so we'll, again, just to give you a little teaser.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for people to try it.
They're going to love it.
And so that's happening at Toast Winery. We've also got another new wine to introduce today.
I love this one.
4 weeks in a row, 4 new wines. Strong. This is So here we go. So we've got another launch, another new wine release. In this case, we're bringing back one that we've had before, right?
Classic.
I don't know if it's quite reached classic yet, but it's definitely a good one.
It's a very good one
that we brought back. So last week we talked about our barrel-aged Chardonnay from 2023 vintage. Now we're talking about our 2023 barrel-aged dry Riesling.
That's a good one.
So we've taken our dry Riesling, put it in the barrel for about 5 months in French oak. And we've got it back now. So let's talk a little bit about this wine here. Let's give it a try here and give it a. Ooh, you can smell those classic Riesling flavors on the nose that you get. Unlike the Chardonnay that we did last week, this wine has not gone through malolactic fermentation. So I specifically chose not to put this through malolactic fermentation. Really just wanted the oak integration for a unique taste on a Riesling. And the real reason I didn't do the malolactic fermentation is I wanted to keep the bright, crisp acidity that Riesling has. And I think we've definitely done that. You get that cool, crisp finish on this wine.
It's smooth.
And the oak gives it just a nice mouthfeel, bigger body to it. The oak influence is very subtle.
Yes,
I mean, I can definitely get it, but unlike the Chardonnay where the oak, again, did it for over 7 months, the Chardonnay, so had a little more integration. This is a little more subtle. It's there. It's adds some great character to this wine, though, and making it big and bold. Big and bolder, I should say, than just a straight stainless steel Riesling. You can pick up that French oak on the nose.
I just can't put this one down. It's so good.
Oh, just really well. The finish is really nice. It's smooth. Smooth, crisp finish on this wine. So I'm excited about this. It's back. I know people really like the first vintage that we did with this. We haven't done it since 2021. So
that's been a while.
This is a couple of years. So 2023, available now. Come in and give it a try. Again, barrel-aged dry Riesling.
Beautiful. Good wine.
Cool. Topical topics on a Tuesday. We got to do the quick sports check
every week.
I got to do it. I mean, not every week, but we can do it this week because I had a good weekend this week.
Good.
It was a good week. It was a good sports weekend for me.
Nice.
We're going to start with my new football team, the
Buffalo
Bills.
Okay, good. Woo.
Buffalo Bills are now 3-0
since
I've started following them. I don't know if that's coincidence or not,
No.
But they're 3-0 since I started being a fan.
You're the charm. You're the charm.
Good to know they're rolling. Baseball, the Dodgers are up 2-0.
See, look
Dodger
at that.
Blue.
Look at that.
Big Dodgers fan right now. So that's fun to see. And even the Browns won. That team I used to like.
They did.
That until they get a new quarterback, I won't like again. Now the fun thing is that they won, but with a different quarterback. Because the quarterback that I will not support is now injured and out for the rest of the year. But he's still on the team.
Okay,
he's still on the team. So until he's off the team,
so we still do not like.
I'm a Bills fan. I want him off the team. But congrats to the Browns for winning with a good quarterback. Actually,
yes, very good.
Not a stinky quarterback who also happens to be a bad person. So that's a quick sports check. Good sports weekend for me.
Good sports. Good stuff.
I'm happy about that. I do have a fun story today.
I'm interested.
Kind of fun. Interesting. I guess I'll say interesting. And so in New York City, in the Brooklyn area, I think of what they call Steuben.
Oh.
Steuben.
Interesting.
No, that's the name of a county in New York.
Yeah.
So maybe it's Ben Stewie. I don't know.
It's one of those things.
It's in Brooklyn. I've seen this pop up in kind of strange news over the last couple of months, and I thought about it, but I said, I don't know how exciting it is. But there was a leaky fire hydrant in the city, and it leaked into like an area where the sidewalk was also kind of gone or cracked or crumbled or whatever, and so there was like a good sized puddle there. I guess bigger than a puddle. It was pretty deep, but so some of the local residents actually made it into a goldfish aquarium.
Yeah.
So the fire hydrant was leaking. Just continued to leak into the spot. People put some, nice marbles, and pebbles, and stuff in there, and some goldfish in there, and it became quite a thing, right? So they had this goldfish aquarium like right in the street there underneath this leaky fire hydrant. It actually became an attraction.
That's awesome.
People could find it on Google Maps. Yeah. They would go and see it. It all came to an end.
No.
All came to an end. I guess eventually we knew it was probably going to come to an end. They couldn't just let that fire hydrant leak forever, especially over winter. But wow, did it get messy. Because it's coming to an end. So the fire department came out. They fixed the leak.
Oh, nice.
The cement company came out too to fill in where the sidewalk was missing. They actually needed police escort or police oversight because there were so many angry people that they were filling in this aquarium. The police had to be there to ensure that there were no issues with filling in the sidewalk area.
That's
crazy. So
popular aquarium, I would say.
It's all come to an end.
It's gone.
And it was a bit of a mess at the end.
It's a heartbreak. I went through a lot of emotions right there. It's gone.
So I guess there was a lot of people that were very emotionally invested.
I would also have been if I brought my goldfish out there.
So the goldfish aquarium is now gone. So
maybe next year.
All right. Can you believe it's going to be November this week?
I just flew by with
Friday,
October.
November 1st. Mm-hmm. That means Halloween's October 31st on Thursday.
Coming up.
So I think in the spirit of Halloween, you've come up with a good top 5 list for today. You want to tell everybody what it is?
What is your top 5 horror movies?
Top 5 horror movies. Top 5 scary movies. This was a tough one for me. This was not a genre that I'm like super into, but I did my best here to come up with a list.
Perfect.
I have the feeling this is something that is in your genre.
I have a huge love and appreciation for some
Okay, I had the feeling this was going to be the case here, but all right, let's
classics.
Go. I'm gonna. You want me? I'll go first.
You can go first.
Since it's your list, and so you can reveal your number 1 last.
Perfect.
I went with a movie called Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a Disney movie
called
Frozen.
That's where I got a little.
This is not what this is about. So this is a number. My number 5 is Frozen. 3 people get trapped on a ski lift.
I have seen that. Okay.
And they trapped on a ski lift when the ski resort shuts down, and they're just trapped out in the middle of nowhere, and they have to make some pretty big life or death decisions. And it's a little scary.
That's a good one. Frozen. Not the Disney.
Recommend that one.
I'm going with the original Friday the 13th.
The original.
The original.
Okay.
Only because I have met the person that played the first Jason. It was the little boy that was in the water that kind of came out like at the first, like, or at the final like 5 seconds of the film. He assigned a mask for me and like a picture, and then the collection of Friday the 13th too.
Well, that's a little connection there for sure. But that's awesome. All right, cool. The original Friday the 13th.
Yeah, the very first one.
All right, I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
That's okay.
Okay. You'll see a theme here with my next few here. My number 4 is Christine. Christine was a car that came to life. I don't know if you remember this, and it would start itself up and drive around and run over people.
Oh yeah.
Christine.
A nice Stephen King book.
A lot of my horror movie experiences was when I was a very influential teenager. Back in like when I was like 13 or 14 or so. They're scary when you're 13 or 14. Pretty scary. So Christine was number 4 for me.
Number 4, I'm going Aliens 2.
Aliens 2, not Aliens 1.
Not Aliens 1.
Aliens 2.
Aliens 2. There's a scene where she is in, I can't remember the name of the machine, but it's almost like a forklift thing, and she's walking around, and she's coming to a confrontation with the alien, and it's just that scene. It's amazing.
All right. I'm gonna have a hard time connecting with these picks. Not because there's anything wrong with the picks, but because I'm not familiar with Alien 2.
I might have one that you might know.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. My number 3, The Shining.
Oh, that's a classic.
Classic. Yes. Jack Nicholson, Red Rum. That was a scary movie.
Such a good one. I like that. You're a Stephen King fan, I would see.
Yeah. So good
choice.
All right.
Number 3 is Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. Never heard of it.
It's a couple friends go to a cabin kind of in the middle of nowhere, and then they open a book of the dead. And they were not supposed to read the pages. They read the pages, and everything goes wrong.
Okay.
Everything goes wrong.
Evil Dead.
It's so good.
Some people end up dead.
They do. Almost everybody.
All right. My number 2. Here's where the theme comes out. Cujo.
Oh, Cujo.
Crazy, rabid dog. Again, as a young teen, that was pretty scary.
That was scary.
To be realistic, a dog.
It could happen, yeah.
Doing that. So yes, I was a big Stephen King fan growing up.
I like Stephen King.
I read all those books before I saw any of the movies. I was a big Stephen King fan back in my teen days and early 20s for sure. But Cujo was pretty scary.
Solid choice. Solid choice. I picked a lot of slashers now that I'm thinking about it. Number 2 is the original John Carpenter's Halloween. The very first one that came out.
Halloween.
The original.
Doing my own research, I saw that on many lists.
Such a good one.
It's a big movie. Don't know anything about that one. I'm not even sure if I ever saw that one.
No.
But maybe not.
I would recommend it.
All right, my number 1, and it's my number 1 because it's almost like in your head you can picture this stuff happening.
Yeah.
And I just went with the original, but there have been a few others that were repeats as well, and so it's kind of scary. Saw.
Oh yeah.
Saw. The original Saw.
Yeah, it was.
Where these two boys wake up with a dead person in between them, and they've got specific instructions that they have to follow.
It's crazy.
That were left for them.
It's tense,
there's I don't know. You read these people, these stories about people getting kidnapped and locked up in a basement for whatever, right? Terrible, but that's why Saw's so scary because
it could happen.
Could happen.
It could.
So that sticks with me.
Yeah.
Saw, my number 1.
Number 1. I don't know. I can't remember the year this one that I've seen, but number 1 is Hills Have Eyes.
These Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. It's have you seen it?
I have not. I'm familiar with the title.
I can't really remember like what they were, but I think they were like a radioactive family or whatever, living in these mountain ranges. A family that was going on vacation broke down in like the middle of a desert or whatever, and then they all kind of come out and but it's scary. That's the one that that terrifies me.
Okay.
That's scary.
All right.
That's my horror film.
That's good.
Thank
Good?
you.
Fun?
Thank you.
You
Very
like that
fun.
one?
I did.
Yeah.
I saw that you like Stephen King, so that's good to know.
Yeah, it
That's
brought
good to
back
know.
some memories for me,
Some-
doing this work. So I thought that was good. Um, and it's around Halloween, so it's a
It's
perfect
true. Well,
top
I mean,
five
we gotta
list.
give out the more
Perfect top
films.
5 list.
Gotta think of all the ones we've missed too.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, not for me, but for you, I'm sure. Lots that you missed.
Yeah.
So I tried to do like a Halloween themed toast as well for this one. So I've chosen a song by the Cranberries,
Nice.
"Zombie."
Oh, see, there we go. That's
Zombie.
perfect.
I think it was so. Just recently, I saw a video clip of I think it was a South African either a soccer match or a rugby match. I'm not sure which. The entire stadium was singing this song in unison,
That's cool.
and it was really cool to see.
Yeah.
Like it sent chills through me. But I do love this song, and I thought it was a good Halloween
That's a good
themed song. So we'll just do this. I just picked out the chorus here, but in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Halloween, all.
Happy Halloween.